My name is Undine Gage, and my background is in linguistics and education. I'm an assistant professor of education in the College of Education. I personally have been part of the Academic Senate International Programs Committee, where we oversee internationalization at CSUMB. So I got interested in COIL because of this experience, and I started to do some research on it. And I wrote a grant to invite other faculty to get involved. And we started to collaborate and build this into our classes. So I've done a COIL with Puebla, Mexico. I've done a COIL too with the University of Strasbourg in France, where I have a colleague who I've both presented and written papers with. And then this last fall during COVID, I actually had COILs established within my 3 classes, one to the University of Strasbourg, one to the University of Guadalajara, and one to a university in Japan, in Tokyo. My takeaway from this and my advice to other faculty is just do it. I mean, it's really wonderful. And in fact, the faculty who have gotten involved have said, my gosh, once you set it up, it just runs itself. It's not a lot of extra work. And I think that's the biggest fear with faculty is that, oh, it's going to be a lot of extra work. But once you set it up, it's not. So come to the teaching, learning, and assessment COIL communities of practice that I run, because we get together and we talk about how do we build this into our class, how do we design it, how do we implement it, what are the caveats, and what are workarounds that we can develop together. I can't tell you how much this has been a valuable experience for my students. And one of the things that got me interested was the idea that at CSUMB, 96% of our students come from California, which means that they don't have much experience outside of California, even though they come from diverse communities. And the COIL experience has helped them see things and make connections with students in other parts of the world. My students have had a fantastic time. They said it really actually helped a lot with depression during COVID, because they could relate to and connect with someone who's living through what they're living through in another part of the world. When I looked at my evaluations, I had over 83 students participating in a COIL this fall. I got overwhelmingly positive responses. They said, I love this. This was wonderful. It was great. The only complaints I had was sometimes they thought that their partners had better partners than they did. In other words, they made a better connection. But in fact, they've all connected. They're following each other on social media. And I would say the only kind of caveat is that that sometimes, the technology, or they had a hard time meeting, and sadly, different students' families were affected by COVID, and that affected their ability to meet with one another. But overall, my students it was shocking how positive they were about their experience.